Good morning, my friends. Let's take a nice, easy breath and an enormous sigh. Let the breathing come back to normal. Welcome. Welcome back. My name is Drake, and this is Touching the Edge. And we're involved with this 3 week series of just connecting and getting together. Not exactly related in the same way I normally would. Normally I do a theme that lasts for 6 weeks. And this is not really focused on a specific theme. And yet I really do have a theme of wanting to be supportive and wanting to ask for your support. And so today I just want to touch base on something I feel is important, and that's the danger of being right. You're never in more danger of when you're convinced that you're absolutely right. When you're absolutely right, you're certainly wrong. And it doesn't matter what you feel like you're right about. You could feel like you're right about some element of dealing with the vaccine, and you could be absolutely certain. And yet, don't be so sure that you don't take in something that's even more dangerous than what you feel like you're right about. Because your absolute certainty of judgment will alienate others and actually make them be repulsed. It's like having someone who sends you. I had one friend who used to send me emails regularly, telling me how stupid I was about my perceptions, and I just always wondered, I wonder if that works for other people. I would suggest that feeling someone stupid or being angry with them or even hating them is not the way to win them over. You know, um, in my experience, from my background, I had certain things that happened to me that I knew were wrong. There was no doubt in my mind, and I still feel were wrong. But I became so convinced of it that I sort of absorbed the heat, and then I began to radiate heat out. Wounded people wound people. That is the law of the land. Wounded people wound people. And when you see a wounded person doing something you feel is really, really wrong, if you accept the wound with just utter judgment, without compassion, you will start to wound others. The greatest mistakes of life are made when you are convinced you're right. You know, that's when you inflict damage on others. So I would ask you to be more patient, to access the spirit of forbearance. Forbearance, are you familiar with that word? To forbear? It means to carry the weight of a fellow traveler. Not begrudgingly, but willingly. And so I'm asking that you consider this. Consider the fact that when you get so convinced that you're right, that you may do something that truly, truly damages those that you love. Doesn't mean that you aren't right, but when you really feel you're completely right, you stop listening. So listening is the way to progress. So anyway, thank you for joining me today. I hope you have a tremendous day, and I hope that you really get to enjoy being you today, because there's only one you who will ever be. I'm going to ring the bell. I'm going to ask you to listen carefully. Here we go. Perception is not reality. Now, I'm not saying that you don't truly believe what you perceive, just like I do. But when you recognize that what you own is perception and not reality, you give other people the space to be who they are. I bring my hands into prayer position. I bow to you. Namaste. Thank you.